Hey guys, it's Rob with Milwaukee Bikers here, and you probably heard the news. A little something happening here with some reporting from a guy named Robbie Starbuck. So let's get into it. You know, why am I even talking to you guys about this today? I had a huge response to this video right here about my 25-year career at the motor company. And so many of you guys watched this video and then commented. Holy mackerel, man. When you look down here at the comments, ton of comments, over 1,000 comments on this video. And you guys were asking questions. And one of the questions that came up was, Rob, how did you, why were you a part of that company that went woke? It's kind of the gist. There's a lot of different variations on that thing. So that's the reason why I wanted to talk about this today. And I got 3 different ways that I want to talk to you guys about it. So first of all is my background, so you know where I'm coming from. Because I'm going to say some stuff and you guys are probably going to be like, what? Why would you think that? Well, I want to tell you why. Next is, did HD go woke? I think that's a great question to ask. And then do some comparisons. And then last, what do I want to do on this channel? So what's the point of this channel, MKE Bikers? What's the point of Milwaukee Bikers? And for me as a content creator, what am I hoping to do for you guys? So, all right, let's start with my background. Okay, so just to get you guys started here, I grew up in West Texas. And so pretty conservative background, as you can imagine, being in Texas. It's a very red state. My wife and I are both from there. We're born again believers. So as Christians, we have a perspective on the world and on how things work. And so what is our political affiliation? Well, I can tell you we're conservative in our political thought process. You can say, hey, are you pro-Trump? Are you pro-Biden? Well, I don't know that anyone's pro-Biden at this point in the game. Not even Biden, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so if you ask me who I'm voting for, I'm going to be voting for Trump because I think he's going to be what's best for our country moving forward. And, oh, man, you look at some of the tax policies that are being floated out there from Kamala, that scared me. Taxing unrealized capital gains. Whew, that's a deal breaker for me right there. So anyway, that's my background. And, I just want to say something else. This whole idea of woke and this thought process of just accepting people is super important, I think. And this is the part that gets contentious because I think for the most part, people want to be accepted themselves. They individually want to be accepted. I want to be accepted. I want people to like me. I don't want people to say, hey, Rob, I don't like you just because you're a guy or just because you're white or just because you live in Wisconsin or you're from Texas or whatever. It's weird things like that you decide you're not going to like someone because of those things. That kind of concept is foreign to me. And that, it goes back to a biblical foundation that the Bible is not a respecter of persons. It says that we're all in the same boat together. And it is what it is, right? I don't like the idea that people just don't like people because of what they are, because of who they are. And that goes with political affiliation too. So, I mean, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't have to agree with everything that you think, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to like you just because you and I have different political viewpoints. That's not my point at all. So anyway, this whole idea of being woke is that you're accepting of people. Well, correct. Now I'm not woke. I don't have that kind of thought process where I'm like, let's support all of this weird fringe stuff that's going to hurt people. No, that's not what I'm about. So that's my background. I think that people should be accepted. I don't think that we have to be cheerleaders for anyone. I also think that we need to be careful about the kinds of things that we allow in our society. There's some stuff that's obviously wrong and bad for us out there, and things that people are attempting to do that's just crazy. So anyway, don't want to get into all that stuff, but know that I think as Americans we have freedoms and we should be able to do what we want. It's a free country. Just don't hurt anybody and you're doing fine. So anyway, this next question, this is kind of the, did HD go woke? Let's talk a little bit about what's happened in the last 4 weeks. So this guy, Robbie, puts out this report about Harley-Davidson going woke. Here is an article from Fox News. They picked up on this, as did everyone else, and said that Harley's drifting away from their core consumers in recent weeks because of the woke agenda, and likened it unto the Bud Light situation and all that stuff. Well, if you ask me, did HD go woke? I don't think that they did. I personally don't. But that's not really a question for me to answer. That's a question for you to answer for yourself. And I think people can do different things and come up with different reasons to say that, yeah, someone went woke or they didn't go woke. I think that things like Bud Light, they obviously did, because they had a very popular transgender person become their spokesperson. And it was very obvious to me that spokesperson was not representative of Bud Light customers at large. That's a pretty obvious stepping over a line. Now, when you ask me, did Harley-Davidson go woke? You can say, well, yeah, they participated in some things that probably are questionable. But my question is this: look at the product and look at the advertising. What do you see in the product from Harley-Davidson and the advertising from Harley-Davidson? And is it in alignment? Is it in alignment with Harley-Davidson customers? And to me, the answer is 100% yes. It's completely in alignment with what customers, Harley-Davidson customers want. When you look at the product and you look at the advertising. So for me, I'm like, well, I mean, I just bought a motorcycle. People are asking me, they're like, are you going to sell that thing? And I'm like, well, no, I love my motorcycle. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of my bike just because Robbie Starbucks said to. I mean, I don't think Robbie Starbucks is even a motorcyclist. Like, maybe he is, but I get the impression that he's not. Maybe he is. I don't know. I need to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm not going to have someone just tell me to get rid of my bike. I'm a biker. I've been a biker almost my entire life. I'm not just going to stop because some guy from California said so. I mean, nothing wrong with Californians, I guess. I'm not trying to be mean or anything to anyone. But anyway, I'm not here trying to defend Harley. Harley can defend themselves. But, I love the idea of freedom. I love the idea of motorcycling and the freedom that you get from doing that. And I think Harley still stands for all that stuff. And for that reason, I'm not taking a machine gun to my motorcycle, which I've seen online. And that's kind of crazy. So that's the second thing. So the last bit, and this is going back to, what do I want this channel to be? And you see all these comments here on the video, and I really just thank you guys. You don't know how encouraging you were to me in these comments. So many of you said that you were praying for me and my family. I just thank you so much for that. You don't know how much I appreciate that, and how much, and God is just so good to me. And so thank you for saying those things. There were questions out there like this one. Were you let go because of DEI? Like, no, I was not. It was an organizational change. And that's what I said in the video. And I know I was a little bit raw in the video because it was kind of early on. I'm much more emotionally adjusted now. So anyway, it was an organizational change. That kind of thing happens in companies all the time, where they decide, hey, we're going to put these two groups together and we're going to make them do that work. And we don't need all the people that we had previously. And the people that are left out get cut. And that was me. So there was an incredible amount of drama in the last 4 weeks. If you think about Robbie Starbuck comes out and he says, Harley-Davidson's gone woke. And then everyone's like, hey, let's blow up our motorcycles, debadge them, blah, blah, blah. Right? Which doesn't change anything, but okay. And then they're saying things like, let's boycott them. I'm like, okay, if you don't like motorcycles all of a sudden, go ahead. And then there's an announcement from Harley saying, hey, we aren't doing DEI stuff anymore and haven't since April. And I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. You know, a couple weeks after the report came out, they said 2 months ago that they stopped doing it. And I'm like, well, all right. And then Robbie and the gang declared victory. Look, see, Harley-Davidson changed their ways. And I'm like, it sounds like they changed their ways like months ago. And you guys just didn't pick up on that because they didn't really talk about it because it wasn't really relevant or important to the customers. So they weren't talking about it at all. And now they're saying, oh, they're not taking it back. And it's just like all this drama back and forth. And that's not me. That's not what I want my channel to be about. I got a question for you. If you are watching this video right now and you're a motorcyclist, what do you like about being a motorcyclist? Is it because when you're on your bike, there's no drama? That's what I like about it. I got so much drama in my life. I don't want more drama. That's why I ride a motorcycle, so I can get away from all the drama. So that's what I want my channel to be about. I want the channel to be a reflection of the feeling that you get when you ride a motorcycle, that you're out having fun. There's no drama. And I know that not having drama doesn't sell, right? The more drama you get, the more clicks and views and likes and comments and all that stuff you get on YouTube. I get it. I understand how people work. I understand how I work, right? I'm not excusing myself from that at all either. You know, I see high drama, something on YouTube. I'm like, sure, I'll watch someone else's crazy. I mean, I get it. But I want my channel to be a place where you guys can go and watch the kind of fun things that you can do on a motorcycle and like be encouraged to do that yourself. I think that is encouraging for people. And the reason why I want it to be encouraging is because there is enough pain and just slog out in the world already. You guys all have jobs, you have families, you have mortgages, whatever. And life ain't easy. But when you're riding a motorcycle, it can be really, really satisfying, really, really fun. And I want you guys to be able to see that aspect of it. And that's what I want my channel to be about. So anyway, hopefully that's something that you're interested in. I don't know if this helped you guys or not. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. I, again, just super appreciate you guys for the comments of encouragement that you gave on that video. And just so you know, the job search is on. I'm out there putting my resume out there in places. And yeah, it's going good. So anyway, thank you guys so much. There's more coming. The Sturgis series is only halfway through. I have so much content coming out on that. And I still have another video to do for homecoming. So I got some work to do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And and we'll see you next time.